Emerging above the forest, the true scale of the Alps becomes apparent. These peaks, forged by tectonic. Restoration in mountain environments is challenging. Short growing seasons, harsh conditions, and rapid ongoing change.
Modern visitor centers serve as gateways to protected areas. They concentrate visitor services and
mountain experiences have historically been available only to the fit and able-bodied.
Mountains have always inspired those who reach them. Expanding access expands that inspiration.
As daylight fades, mountains return to their nocturnal state. The human activity that dominates daylight hours
Evening programs transform visitor centers from daytime way stations into destinations by offering experience.
Night hikes transform familiar landscapes into mysterious realms. The loss of visual dominance heightens other senses.
True darkness is becoming rare. 80% of humanity now lives under light-polluted skies where
Each day in mountain visitor areas follows similar rhythms. Morning arrivals filled with energy.
Wildlife cameras reveal what humans rarely witness: the parallel world of activity that occurs.
These high meadows, lush and productive in summer, lie dormant under snow for 6 months.
Dawn and dusk are peak activity periods. Crepuscular species take advantage of the transition.
Morning is prime time for mountain ecosystems. Solar energy powers photosynthesis, insect activity. Mountain wildlife exhibits remarkable behavioral flexibility. Many species have learned to coexist with human.
Mountain tourism is remarkably diverse. Visitors range from elite alpinists seeking extreme challenges to
Well-designed trail systems are conservation tools by providing attractive, maintained routes.
Effective interpretation serves multiple purposes. It enhances visitor experience by providing context and meaning.
Trail maintenance in protected areas relies heavily on volunteers. Thousands of annualers. Protected mountain areas serve as outdoor laboratories. Long-term monitoring reveals how ecosystems.
Mountain ecosystem restoration is measured in decades. Harsh conditions, short growing seasons, and soil limitations mean recovery is slow. The tree line marks the upper boundary of forest growth. Beyond this point, conditions become too harsh for trees to survive.
Mountain protected areas increasingly recognize that nature and culture are inseparable.
Popular mountain dad shield face loving them to death syndrome. Social media amplification drives visitation beyond what feels appropriate or.
One approach to managing crowding is developing and maintaining alternative routes that distribute visitors more evenly.
Mountain weather changes rapidly and can be deadly. Afternoon thunderstorms build with little warning, bringing.
Mountain thunderstorms concentrate a tremendous energy. Lightning seeks the highest points, making exposed ridges and summits.
The aftermath of mountain storms offer unique beauty. The atmosphere scrubbed clean creates exceptional visibility.
Post-storm clarity creates conditions prized by photographers and hikers. The atmosphere scrubbed of
Descending tests different capacities than ascending. Knees and ankles face maximum stress. Reduced energy.
Trailhead reunions and rituals mark the transition between mountain time and normal time, the sharing of experiences, and the physical relief of burden removed.
Mountain gateway towns depend on outdoor recreation. Tourism provides employment, tax revenue. Above the tree line, this is a desert of stone and ice. Precipitation is locked in. Tourist serving establishments in mountain regions walk a line between authentic cultural preservation and performance.
Mountain resort evening atmospheres serve diverse functions. They extend visitor spending beyond day use.
Mountain resort housing markets are distorted by tourism wealth. Second homes and vacation rentals consume housing. The
The 24-hour cycle of mountain-protected areas reveals their dual nature. During day, summit attempts begin in darkness for practical and aesthetic reasons. Frozen snow provides safe passage. The final approach tests resolve. Legs heavy with accumulated fatigue, lungs working hard.
Summit moments are intensely personal and universally shared. Each person arrives carrying their own.
More accidents occur during descent than ascent. Fatigue reduces concentration, the psychological
Descending mountains compresses millions of years of evolution and thousands of kilometers of latitude into vertical distance.
The complete mountain experience, from valley to summit and return, creates physical exhaustion, mental satisfaction.
This pass, first crossed by traders centuries ago, and now a vital link between valleys.
Returning to trailheads creates complex emotions, relief and satisfaction mixed with the melancholy of endings. The journey from summit back to everyday life involves not just physical distance, but psychological transition.
Mountain recreation creates communities defined not by oricity.
Mountain experiences don't end at trailheads. They continue in memories, photographs, and stories shared. Returning from intense mountain experiences creates a re-entry challenge. The heightened awareness, physical engagement, and Modern mountain climbing increasingly relies on systematic training. Indoor climbing gyms allow focused development. Mountain landscapes exist in 4 distinct incarnations annually. Each season brings different opportunities, challenges, and beauty.
Winter transforms mountains from welcoming summer hiking destinations into technical environments requiring specialized skills, equipment, and judgment.
Ski mountaineering combines the efficiency of skis for snow travel with mountaineering objectives, but it requires
Winter mountain huts serve essential safety functions. They provide shelter when weather prevents travel. Descending a mountain pass requires engineering precision. Gradient must be manageable. Drainage must.
Winter mountain storms create life-threatening conditions. Whiteout eliminates navigation reference points. Wind chill.
Fresh snow creates both the best skiing conditions and the highest avalanche danger. Storm snow has not bonded to underlying.
The spring transition combines winter hazards with warming temperatures, creating unique dangers. Wet.
Alpine spring is compressed into weeks rather than months, and the short growing season means plants must emerge.
Late spring is reconnaissance season. Climbers and hikers assess conditions on planned routes. Huts and facilities reopen after winter closure.
High season brings both the economic benefits that sustain mountain communities and the management challenges of overcapacity.
Loving places to death is not metaphorical. Concentrated human presence causes measurable ecological damage.
Wilderness designation intentionally limits access through restrictions on infrastructure, mechanized travel, and group size. Extended wilderness travel creates transformation unavailable in day trips. The initial discomfort gives way to adaptation.
Wilderness travel requires constant decision-making with imperfect information. Weather forecasts are unreliable. Maps may not reflect current conditions.
North-facing slopes receive minimal direct sunlight, especially in winter. This creates challenging terrain in wilderness contexts differs from front country climbing. No fixed protection exists.
Successfully navigating challenging terrain creates lasting satisfaction disproportionate to the objective difficulty.
With the privilege of accessing pristine wilderness comes responsibility. Low-impact practices
Wilderness nights offer experiences increasingly rare in modern life.
Sleeping in wilderness requires trust in equipment to maintain warmth, in camp location to avoid hazards.
Wilderness mornings test commitment, the cold and discomfort of pre-dawn rising, and the work required before travel can begin.
Wilderness routes rarely go exactly as planned. Conditions change, group pace may not match estimates.
Deep wilderness immersion creates psychological states documented in research but difficult to convey. The default
Leaving wilderness creates complex emotions, relief at approaching comfort, and the resolution of sustained physical demand.
Trailhead returns mark transitions from wilderness time back to normal schedules, from physical immersion to comfort and convenience.
The return of sunlight marks a return to life. Even in late winter, solar...
Returning from wilderness requires reintegration, the intense, simple, present-focused wilderness state.
Wilderness reentry syndrome is documented, though not widely recognized. The psychological effects of
Wilderness experiences create lasting effects beyond immediate memory. Research documents persistent stress reduction.
For many, mountain recreation evolves from occasional activity to central life organizing principle.
Mountain relationships evolve across lifespans. Youthful focus on achievement and conquest often
Mountain families transmit more than recreation skills. They socialize environmental values.
Formal outdoor education democratizes mountain access. It provides systematic skill development to those without.
Therapeutic wilderness programs use outdoor challenge and natural environments as contexts for therapeutic change.
Adaptive mountain recreation recognizes that physical disability need not prevent mountain engagement. Specialized equipment.
Systematic accident investigation in mountain recreation identifies patterns and contributing factors enabling prevention. While some
Mountain recreation supports significant economic activity. Guide services, equipment sales, tourism infrastructure.
Mountain conservation involves constant negotiation among competing interests. Recreation users want access, conservation organizations.
Mountain environments face rapid transformation. Warming temperatures exceed global averages at altitude, and mountain climate change is not future projection, but current observable reality. Temperature records show warming at twice the global average.
Mountains are water towers. They capture precipitation as snow, releasing it gradually through summer.
Mountain communities face existential threats from climate change. Winter tourism industries collapse without...
While mountain climate change is irreversible in the near term, actions now determine how severe impacts become.
Young people are organizing around climate change, with particular focus on mountain environments. They argue persuasively that
Indigenous peoples maintain relationships with mountains spanning millennia. Sacred sites, traditional
alpine cheesemaking is both art and science. Raw milk from grass.
Artists respond to mountain climate change, creating work that communicates in ways scientific reports cannot.
Mountains hold sacred status in many religious traditions, sites of revelation, homes of deities, and
A sustainable mountain future is possible, though not guaranteed. It requires limiting human number.
this moment is unique. We experience mountains in conditions likely the best remaining for centuries to come.
Despite the large forces of climate change, global politics, and uncertain futures,
these river villages are the social and economic hearts of their valleys. Here, farmers trade.
These mountain roads are feats of engineering, blasted through rock, reinforced against avalanche.
Seasonality structures mountain life. Recreation adapts to conditions, with summer hiking giving way.
Winter solstices marks the depth of mountain winter. Minimal sunlight, maximum cold, and
Mountain spring is compressed intensity. The brief window between snow melting and summer arriving requires plant. Mountain summer is brief abundance, perhaps 3 months at mid-elevations, less in true alpine areas, offering maximum access, comfort, and beauty. Mountains exist on timescales that dwarf human history. These peaks are millions of years old. Mountain ecosystems develop slowly. A mature alpine meadow may require centuries to develop.
Some mountain relationships span generations. The peak climbed by parents is later climbed.
A lifetime relationship with a mountain creates profound connection, and the same peak appears different to the child encountering mountain.
Final mountain visits carry special poignancy. The recognition that physical capability declines makes
Mountain relationships transcend individual lives. As one generation ages out of physical capability, covered bridges like this one, common throughout the Alps, protected travelers and livestock from weather.
Indigenous mountain relationships span thousands of years. Continuous presence creating detail. Involved colonization involved physical conquest, cultural erasure, and
Decolonizing mountain conservation requires transforming power relationships, returning management authority.
Decolonized mountain futures center indigenous rights, knowledge, and authority. Mountains.
All the vast temporal scales, geological deep time, ecological succession, and mountains offer sensory richness that urban environments cannot match. The diversity of natural forms and colors.
Elevation provides perspective, literally seeing further and over obstacles, but also psychologically gain. Mountain darkness reveals cosmic context. The stars that urban light pollution obscures.
Complete darkness is increasingly rare. Most humans never experience true darkness as light.
The hour before dawn is liminal. Neither night nor day, neither sleep nor...
Alpine rivers are lifelines. They carry glacial meltwater rich in minerals, support aquatic insects that...
The neuron of light.
Morning provides optimal conditions, clear light excellent for visibility, moderate temperatures comfortable for activity, and mental freshness for decision-making.
Mountains exist in continuous transformation. The light changes constantly altering appearance and mood.
Evening provides reflection. The day's experiences can be processed. The warm light invites aesthetic appreciation.
Rock is mountain essence. The tectonic forces that uplift stone create mountains. The resistant rocks remain as peaks while softer materials erode.
Water shapes mountains. Glacial ice carves valleys. Flowing water erodes rock and transports sediment, and freeze-thaw cycles shatter stone. Ice is geological force. Glaciers flowing under their own weight carve U-shaped valleys.
Soil is ecosystem foundation, the thin layer between rock and atmosphere where weathered minerals mix with organic matter creating the substrate for terrestrial life.
Plants are ecosystem foundation. Through photosynthesis, they capture solar energy, making it available to other organisms. Animals integrate mountain ecosystems. Moving between elevations and habitats, they transport.
Alpine wetlands are biodiversity hotspots. They filter water, reduce flood risk, and
Decomposers close nutrient cycles, without fungi and bacteria breaking down dead organic matter and releasing nutrients. Weather dominates mountain experience. Rapid changes in temperature, visibility, and precipitation create hazards and opportunities. Seasonality structures mountain life. The annual cycle of temperature and precipitation determines when plants can grow and when water is available. Disturbance is natural and essential. Avalanches, fires, floods, and windstorms that appear destructive. Ecological integrity means ecosystems retain their native components and functions. All species present in appropriate.
Biodiversity operates at multiple scales. Genetic diversity within species enables evolutionary Connectivity allows movement essential for ecosystem function. Animals migrate seasonally between.
Resilience is ecosystem capacity to absorb disturbance while retaining essential structure and function. Adaptation operates at multiple scales. Evolutionary genetic change occurs over generations, allowing
When adaptive capacity is exceeded, ecosystems transform, crossing critical thresholds.
From the highest Alp peaks to the productive valley floor,
Novel ecosystems are increasingly common, species assembling in combinations without historical precedent.
Conservation resources are insufficient for protecting everything. Triage prioritized efforts toward species and areas where success.
Conservation involves unavoidable ethical choices. What to protect and why. Whose values and knowledge count.
Hope is not naive denial of crisis, but strategic necessity. Despair leads to paralysis and becomes self-fulfilling.
Mountains hold symbolic power across cultures. They appear as sacred spaces, homes of deities. Mountains inspire artistic response. Romantic painters like Turner and Bierstadt depicted sublime grandeur.
Mountains pervade literature, from ancient epics where heroes cross mountain barriers to contemporary nature writing.
Film brings mountains to mass audiences. Documentaries showcase beauty and adventure, creating aspirational images.
Philosophers have long engaged mountains, from ancients who retreated for contemplation to contemporary.
This lake, carved by glaciers during the last ice age and fed by snowmelt and mountain springs, is a living archive.
Mountains are sacred across traditions. Buddhism, Hinduism, Christianity, Islam, and indigenous. Mountains transform consciousness. Extended wilderness immersion produces documented changes in brain function.
A provocative question challenges anthropocentric assumptions. Do mountains need humans? Or do humans need mountains?
What do we owe mountains? Not because they need us, but because we have power to affect their futures.
A single flower in a rock crack tells profound stories of seeds dispersed by wind.
Ancient trees are living archives. Bristlecone pines can exceed 5,000 years, making them among Earth's.
Glacial streams begin invisibly. Melt percolating through ice accumulates in hills and caverns. Eventually,
mountain streams develop downstream. Tributary additions increase discharge. Erosive power grows, allowing larger sediment transport. Mountain lakes are jewels. Many formed by glacial scouring occupy basins of exposed bedrock.
Storm clearing creates spectacle. The contrast between remaining dark clouds and emerging sun.
Alpenglow is mountain magic. The sequence of colors as setting sun paints peaks proceeds predictably yet appears miraculous each occurrence.
Sun. The blue hour is photographer's magic time, the period after sunset, when scattered blue light saturates the
efficient and punctual Swiss public transportation system connects this alpine paradise to surrounding villages and scenic destinations.
This canal connects Lake Thun and Lake Brienz, making Interlaken literally the town between lakes.
The serene harmony of alpine life, where this canal has served as a crucial waterway for centuries, connecting these mountain communities.
A beloved symbol of grace and beauty, the swan features prominently in Swiss folklore and artistic traditions.
Since the golden age of alpine tourism, the Hoheweg has blended natural grandeur with luxurious hospitality.
The hotel's illustrious history, hosting royalty, celebrities, and discerning travelers since the Victorian era.
Interlaken has evolved into a truly year-round destination, offering everything from summer hiking and water sports to winter skiing.
The tradition of steamboat tourism on Switzerland's alpine lakes dates back to the 19th century, when paddle steamers first offered scenic cruises.
In Swiss mountain culture, après activities are a cherry.
These mountains have inspired artists and philosophers for centuries. The distinct profile.
Interlaken serves as a crucial transportation hub, connecting the mountain valleys with the lowland cities.
This is in one of Europe's premier paragliding destinations.
This serene section of the Aare, with its distinctive turquoise glacial water,
Urban green spaces are vital for a high quality of life. Despite commercial development,
These covered arcades served a vital purpose in the alpine climate, allowing merchants to display. Carved by glaciers during the ice ages, this valley's unique formation supported early agriculture and made.
As winter settles, the cattle are housed in the valley barns, preserving a tradition vital.
These narrow alleys represent medieval urban planning, where land was precious. They create
These peaks hold significance in mountaineering history and Swiss culture. The Jungfrau region became one of the world's first.
a testament to Swiss civic values, this park demonstrates how collective investment and long-term thinking.
The hotel's history as one of Switzerland's most prestigious accommodations, hosting royalty, celebrities, and big.
The Swiss railway system is renowned for its efficiency and reliability. An integrated timetable.
Modern buildings here must meet strict energy efficiency standards while respecting local traditions and landscape character through rigorous design review.
The flight experience here is unmatched. Consistent weather patterns and reliable thermal conditions.
These smaller waterways create pleasant walking routes that connect neighborhoods, while also serving practical drainage functions.
This traditional Swiss churchyard serves as a community anchor, blending spiritual.
Switzerland's impressive cycling infrastructure boasts high rates of bicycle use thanks to safe, convenient facilities.
This organized landscape reflects centuries of farming, transforming wetlands into productive fields.
Twilight's liminal quality, a brief moment of balance between day and night.
These galleries and tunnels, some dating back over a century, protect the road from avalanche debris and rock. In contemporary society, there is a growing interest in mindfulness. Even small towns now offer.
Interlaken's retail sector is crucial to the tourism economy, blending authentic Swiss products.
This quality of light has inspired artists and photographers throughout history, appearing in countless paintings, photographs, and films.
Swiss wood. Alpine forests provide timber, fuel, food, and medicine. They also offer.
The extraordinary hue rivals tropical destinations, a result of glacial flowers scattering light in the meltwater.
Geography both enables and constrains development in alpine regions. This creates characteristic patterns, such as.
Neighborhood parks are essential for family life, providing space for children's physical development and social interaction.
Artificial lighting has fundamentally changed our experience of the night,
enabling activity far beyond daylight hours and reshaping our social patterns.
This daily renewal is a fresh beginning. The distinctive colors of dawn are created as sunlight passes through the atmosphere at a low angle.
We're soaring like birds up here, with 360-degree views. The landscape patterns are incredible.
These remarkable alpine flowers have adapted to survive short seasons and intense solar radiation.
More than just a shop, these bakeries are community hubs, offering fresh bread, regional specialties, and a place for neighbors to connect.
Air forced over the mountains cools and condenses, creating these dramatic clouds and sudden precipitation. This
Switzerland's rivers, like the Aare, are known for their pristine water quality. This allows for sustainable recreation.
Sustainable forestry requires balancing harvest with regeneration, selective cutting, replanting programs.
These carvings served educational functions, teaching biblical stories and moral lessons to the largely illiterate populations of the time.
Interlaken is the adventure capital, offering thrilling activities like kayaking, rafting, and skydiving.
Describing mountain chapel traditions, noting how dispersed alpines built small.
Autumn in the Alps brings a different character, with crisp, clear weather, warm days, and cool nights. Welcome to Interlaken in winter. The season transforms this valley into a classic Swiss.
Notice how the vegetation changes. For every 100 meters we climb, the temperature drops nearly 1 degree Celsius.
Time-lapse reveals processes invisible at normal speed, demonstrating that apparent permanence masks constant.
Swiss dairy farming traditions, utilizing breeds like the Brown Swiss and Simmental, are rooted.
Mountain roads like this one, originally pack trails used.
High mountain villages face unique challenges: short growing seasons, isolation during winter.
Weather in the high Alps can change in minutes. Clear skies give way to whiteout conditions.
After heavy snowfall, avalanche control teams assess slopes, trigger controlled releases with explosives. Alpengermangluve, Alpenippo, has inspired.
High mountain huts serve climbers, hikers, and ski tourers. They are refuges and
Dawn at altitude comes slowly. First, a lightening of the eastern sky.
from valley floor to mountain pass and back again, this alpine landscape is a tapestry.
This ridge, standing at the boundary between valleys and worlds, offers a perspective reserved.
Even at this altitude, traditional practices persist. Shepherds bring flocks to high pasture.
Maintaining roads through gorges and steep terrain is a constant battle. Water erodes foundations, frost shatters.
From the highest ridges where only rock and ice prevail, down through hanging valleys and gorges.
Mark towns like this one, situated at crossroads between valleys.
Weekly markets remain vital to alpine life. They are social institutions where neighbors meet.
As tourism and industry brought prosperity in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, alpine towns expanded.
Like communities worldwide, alpine towns face the challenge of economic development versus character preservation.
While tourism dominates the public image of the Alps, manufacturing and logistics remain vital.
The conversion of farmland to residential development is controversial throughout the Alps. Housing demand.
This gorge, carved over tens of thousands of years by glacial meltwater, exposes the raw power of erosion.
Modern highways through the Alps represent enormous investment. Tunnels, bridges, avalanche shelters, and alpine tunnels are marvels of engineering. Some extend over 15 kilometers through mountains, requiring decades of planning and construction.
Tunnels collapse geography, connecting valleys that were once days apart by foot or horse.
From dawn on a high pass through valleys, towns, and tunnels, across cultural and linguistic boundaries.
These south-facing slopes, protected from cold northern winds and benefiting from reflected sunlight, offer
Twilight in mountain forests is a liminal time. Diurnal creatures retreat to safety. Before electric light, this darkness was humanity's nightly companion.
Moonlight transforms the familiar. Colors desaturate, depth perception shifts.
Mountain roads at night present unique hazards, reduced visibility, wildlife on the road, and the disorientation.
Even in this harsh environment, life persists. Dippers hunt aquatic insects in the frigid water.
Mountain communities traditionally retire early and rise with the sun.
Rivers continue their work regardless of human schedules, moving sediment, carving banks.
Wetlands are among the most productive ecosystems on Earth. They filter water, buffer floods.
Night in the mountains is not an empty world of activity, beauty. Dawn in an alpine valley is a daily miracle.
Within an hour, the strengthening sun will erase all traces. But in this brief window, the valley exists.
Alpine agriculture faces unique challenges. Short growing seasons, limited flat land, and
alpine spa towns emerged in the 19th century when European elites discovered the therapeutic benefits of mineral waters and mountain air.
These promenades represent significant public investment, maintained paths, landscaping, light.
Protecting natural areas within heavily visited tourist regions requires constant advocacy and management.
Where the gorge releases its grip, communities have thrived for centuries, protected from the worst.
Mountain communities invest heavily in trail networks. They attract tourists, provide recreation for residents, and create connections between communities.
Alpine meadows explode with life during the brief growing season.
Every summit reached represents a personal victory over doubt, fatigue.
Descending mountains claims more lives than ascending. Fatigue reduces concentration. Knees and ankles face.
Descending a mountain is like traveling from polar regions to temperate zones in the space of hours.
These ancient forests represent communities.
Forestry in the Alps must balance timber production with avalanche protection, water quality, recreation, and biodiversity.
Before coal and electricity, Alp forests fueled industries and homes through charcoal.
Mountain restaurants are social and cultural institutions. They provide sustenance and rest for hikers.
These villages are more than collections of buildings. They are living repositories of culture.
Watermills powered alpine industries for centuries, grinding grain, sawing timber, fulling cloth, and crushing ore.
Traditional hay meadows are among Europe's most biodiverse agricultural landscapes.
Fire has gathered humans since before recorded history. These festival bonfires connect.
jumping traditions persist throughout the Alps, with variations in each valley.
Mountain villages largely sleep by 10 p.m. except on festival nights. The rhythm.
These small chapels dot alpine landscapes, built by communities in gratitude.
Summit attempts begin in darkness for good reason. Frozen snow provides stable conditions, and afternoon thunderstorms are avoided.
Alpine viticulture is a gamble. Short growing seasons, frost risk, and steep terrain challenge every.
Dawn at altitude offers perspectives rarely experienced. The transition from night to day, from every summit reached is a gift of weather, of physical capability, of
Popular peaks face increasing pressure. Some summits see hundreds of climbers daily in.
Descending snow slopes requires different skills than ascent, reading subtle changes in snow quality and maintaining controlled speed. These boulder fields, called block fields or Felsenmeer, form through freeze-thaw weathering.
Alpine glaciers are retreating at accelerating rates. Most have lost 30 to 50% of their volume. Nature reclaims glacial terrain in predictable stages. Lichens and mosses colonize first.
Alpine regions are natural laboratories for understanding climate change. Temperature increases here are.
Alpine permafrost, ground frozen year-round, acts as a cement holding steep slopes together. These mid-elevation forests are biodiversity hotspots. Beech, oak, and maple